order to learn how to draw, you gotta learn how to see. And there's another thing too you gotta learn. Drawings are just comprised of lines and shapes, and what they're doing is they're telling the human eye how to perceive something or what to perceive, because in the empty space between those lines and shapes, your eyes are bouncing around and making sense of everything. That's why if you just draw two lines, because that's a drawing, right? But the person's gonna try and figure it out. Or they might just say, oh, those are two lines, and they won't think anything else. But if you draw enough lines and connect them in a way that makes them perceive something, then I think that's what you might be looking to learn. But understand that it's a breakdown of just lines and shapes. My suggestion is to find pictures of things that you would like to draw and literally trace them, because that's going to train you. It's going to just give you the information of where to place the lines and how much space is between those lines and shapes, how big those shapes are, whether they're round or sharp or whatever, you know what I'm saying? All the above. So tracing is not cheating unless you sell it as a drawing, right? And even then, tracing is still not cheating if you can see appropriately and you make specific decisions based on what you're seeing. So there's still a in between there. My coworker's right next to me. If you like what you're hearing thus far, if you feel like you learned something, give this video a like. Make sure and subscribe if you want to get some more info. And if you want to learn more, say, I want to learn in the comments below. So, my name is Josio. When you're tracing images, you want to use your memory as well to remember what those lines felt like, what it felt like drawing those lines. So right now, in terms of seeing, if you're looking at me right now in a video, right, the edges of the spaces that you're dealing with. So if you're drawing a face, the edge of my face, there are lines you can draw for the edges of those spaces. And then typically people go with shadows, which are shapes, not lines. So like, within my nose, the darkest part of my nose, the darkest part of my eyes, those are shapes, circles. And even my eyelashes, they're pretty thick or long or whatever. So those are shapes as well. So if you can trace those shapes and remember what that's like, take a screenshot of this video, draw my face. You know what I mean? Like the edge of the shape where my hoodie is, the edge of my neck. If I turn, all the lines change, and that's where animation comes in, where you do a bunch of drawings and then you put them next to each other, and you have the flip book or all the different programs or what have you. But essentially the lines and shapes, and I recommend tracing and using your memory to then test yourself and go to an empty blank space and see if you can mimic what you just traced. And repetition over and over and over and over again. Eventually you'll start remembering and developing methods for drawing in the way that you're going to draw, and you'll develop your own style and you go from there. Now, if you do like a particular style, you like the way that somebody else draws, literally trace their drawings and learn their style. The thing is, what usually happens naturally is that you'll start making decisions on your own based on your own preferences, and you'll draw like them, but you won't be completely copying their style. And that's totally fine. Pablo Picasso has a great quote that people like to say, which is, good artists copy, great artists steal. So good artists copy, meaning they're stopping at the trace. They're stopping at the copy. Like, it's just no different. Who are you? You don't have any individuality. The great artists steal, like, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. I'm taking all of that and incorporating it into what I want to do, because I'm making decisions on my own. So that's essentially how it is with drawing. Draw, 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 draw. And trace, 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 trace. Remember, 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 remember. And the last piece, experiment, experiment, experiment. Because that's where individuality comes in when it comes to drawing. I'm Josio. This is my little tidbit on how to draw. If you want to see some of my drawings, you can go to josio.com or Josio the Art, Gysio the Art. I'll type it all here for you. And look at my other videos, because I also paint as well and draw and do a lot of things related to art. So subscribe to this channel if you want to see some more of that. And let me know if you want to learn more from me about drawing, painting, animation, video editing. There's a lot of things that I can do within the visual arts realm. I also do other things as well. I do flips and kicks. But enough about me. Hope you had a good time. See you in the next video. Peace in the Middle East.